State of Education tops the news. I'm David Gonzalez with this Eagle Eye View News Break.
Approximately $380,000 was spent on part-time instruction in the Department of Music, and next year we're asked to prepare for $0 of part-time instruction.
Over the next 2 years, some 40,000 students will be unable to enroll in the CSU system. It is becoming harder for students to gain acceptance into Cal State schools. Not only are admissions being reduced, but fewer classes are being offered to those attending CSULA. In order to reduce the number of students, Cal State has designated the summer session as open university, which must operate without state funding. This is more expensive than previous quarters and will likely decrease the number of students attending the summer, thus leaving more empty classrooms. With 17% fewer teachers employed, class sizes are expanding to the maximum allowed enrollment. Fewer classes mean more people in each class, and many will become so full that students will be turned away. At least 1% of students will not be returning to campus because of the price to attend CSULA has risen to a minimum of $5,000 per year, which many cannot afford. CSU campuses are required to cut programs and faculty as well. Many experts suggest next year could be even worse. Over 40,000 employees throughout the CSU system now face the brutal effects of faculty furloughs. Since the fall of 2009 quarter, they have been forced to take 6 unpaid leaves without pay and nearly 10% pay reduction. From full-time to part-time, the furloughs have hit every department and even professors with seniority. Eagle Eye View's James G. has that story.
As students scramble for classes, professors scramble to maintain their jobs and are left wondering exactly how long the furlough fire will burn. The promised temporary solution of furlough is a big challenge, and leaves many instructors on campus wondering if cutting classes and using furloughs was the best option. The touchy issue has left many of them with unanswered questions.
The language we have gotten from the state officially says that furloughs are a temporary measure. And so if you believe the language that is coming out of Sacramento and out of the Long Beach CSU headquarters, the assurance that we've gotten as faculty and as campuses is that the furloughs are a temporary measure that will only last for this year. None of us feel terribly comfortable in that assurance. For understandable reasons. It seems like the California state budget is getting worse rather than better, and so how the state will recover monies that will enable them to fully fund higher education next year, we don't know.
The ripple effects of the $584 million budget reverberates down to each of the campuses of the CSUs. The music department at Cal State LA, for example, has hired many part-time instructors over the years, but with their department budget being cut, they had to lay off many adjunct or part-time staff. The future of the music department looks grim if the budget gets cut even more.
A couple years ago, we were funded at somewhere around, these are rough numbers, and I'm not in charge of the dollars, but we've been told approximately $380,000 was spent on part-time instruction in the Department of Music for that fiscal year 2 years ago. Last year, actually the current year that we're in, we're down to about $80,000 of part-time dollar instruction. And next year we're asked to prepare for $0 of part-time instruction.
And cuts like that leave faculty members with lots of emotions. For some, they have been with the campus for many years. These older, more experienced professors have watched per capita expenditures per student plummet.
It's ridiculous. We used to be among the top in the United States in terms of the amount of money spent per student. Now we're close to the bottom. So it's not, one can't say, oh, well, this problem exists all over the country. It does exist all over the country, but California has allowed the problem to erode the quality of higher education to a degree that is much more severe than in the rest of the country. It really is the death of the California dream.
From parts of the campus that have lots of full-time instruction all the way to departments such as the music department that depend on their part-time instructors, the changes are dramatic and harsh. During this crisis, the very quality of education is under debate, and the devotion of teaching is being strained as more money is cut. From campus, I'm James E. for Eagle Eye View, State of Education.
The current round of furloughs is scheduled to end in September of 2010. If all goes as planned, faculties will return to their old salaries. Unfortunately, that won't be the end of the problems. The budget cuts have affected every department, but students and faculty in the theater arts continue to produce. Henry David Huang's award-winning play M Butterfly will be presented at CSULA State Playhouse April 15th through the 18th. This is the first time it will be shown at the university. The highly acclaimed play has garnered a Tony Award and has even nominated for the Pulitzer Prize. And Butterfly will be directed by CSULA Communication Studies professor David Olson and will feature a cast of Golden Eagle Theater Arts students. The play will be presented at 7:30 in the evening on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and at 2:30 in the afternoon on Saturday and Sunday. There will be a roundtable discussion about the play held Thursday, April 15th at 5:30 in the University Student Union San Gabriel Room. The discussion is open to the public and free of charge. Ticket prices for the play range from $8 to $15. For more information, visit calstatela.edu. Well, that's all for this Eagle Eye View news break. You can get campus and community news 24/7, 365 at calstatela.com. I'm David Gonzalez, and have a great day.